Hi guys, good morning all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm is I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep, yep. Thank you all of you guys. Let me introduce myself. This is Vamsi here guys. So I was a trainer for the data science, Power BI, different technologies. I'm having an experience. Just before starting the session, guys, let me introduce myself. Just I want to, just at 2 minutes. I don't want to take much of your time. Just less than 2 minutes. Just I want to give my introduction. Just I want to give my brief introduction, guys. So yeah, this is about myself. This is Vamsi Krishna Guttula. I'm almost all having 20 plus years of experience on different platforms, different platforms, mostly into the development, training related projects, maintenance projects. I worked on almost all different domains and different platforms I have worked. My main, all these 20 years of experience is mostly into the data related technologies, guys. So initially I started my career in 2003, almost all in 2003, end of the 2003. So almost all, I initially started with the database management. Like I worked on various database related technologies like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, etc. And after that, I moved to database admin, administration of database like backups, recoveries, disaster recovery planning, automation, scheduling. These are some of the expertise I'm having in database administration. And after that, I moved to business intelligence. So you know that Power BI, basically you are here to learn about Power BI, right? So BI stands for business intelligence. So I was also expertise into the business intelligence tools. Like I worked on Informatica, Data Stage, Cognos, Business Objects, Microsoft Business Intelligence, MSBI. I have worked on it. And after the BI, I moved to big data systems like you may hear about like big data like Hadoop, Spark, etc. And from the last 7 years, I was into the data science related training programs. My main expertise is data science, guys. So my main subject is data science, and I was also expert in Power BI. Why? Because I also uses Power BI. That is, I'll give you the introduction regarding that in the today's class. Why I use this in my data science related projects, I'll explain. And coming to my certification, I was certified on AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad. You may hear about IIIT. It's one of the top. It is going to be university. You can say that, which mainly works on data science related. Mainly into the IT they works. Mainly they are doing a lot of research on the this research on AI ML they are doing, and also I collaborated with XLR, one of the top. It's a training corporate which provides training mostly on business intelligence, sorry, not business intelligence, business analyst or data analyst and data science related projects. So in that modules, we have a different modules will be there. So I'll deliver various modules like database modules, Power BI module, data science related modules. And I also worked on some of the leading training academies in Hyderabad, like Naresh IT, Peets Technologies, Satya Technologies. And now I was collaborated with DurgaSoft, about so which you have registered now. So earlier I also worked on Naresh IT, one of the leading and Satya Technologies, Peets Technologies I have worked. And now I was collaborated with this DurgaSoft Trading Academy, guys. That's it. That is about myself. As you know that you are here to learn about Power BI. So what I'm going to do is, guys, uh, three demo classes, guys. You can attend three free demo classes. You can attend. So I'm going to take three introduction classes, guys. Demo classes, not introduction classes. Three demo sessions I'm going to take in, guys. Please attend these three demo sessions. Whether to join the course, take the course, or don't want to take the course, that you can decide it, guys. Within one day, you can't decide that, right? One day I cannot explain, I cannot show all my expertise, and these three demo classes is not to show you my expertise. I want to show you, like, I want to make you to learn, or I want to make you to understand. Okay, what we are going. You came here to learn Power BI. Some people are aware about why you are learning, why you are planning to learn Power BI. Maybe some requirement, maybe as part of your project, maybe some experienced people, maybe some freshers also may be there. They may came to know that like learning Power BI is very easy and getting a job. So I'm going to take at least three demo classes. I'm going to take, guys. No need to no need to practice anything, no need to work on it. Just relax and listen what I'm saying about that. So like I'm going to give some knowledge on what is Power BI, what is data visualization, what are the different ways you want, what are the previous existing systems, what are the different roles you can get. I'll give you some complete idea, guys. Okay, fine. So today I'm going to start with, yes, Subramaniam. Yes, any questions?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, I just wanted to know from you that Power BI, is it any coding language required or any knowledge
No,
of?
it's not required, but if you have a little bit knowledge, it will be a little bit easily we can understand it, but not a mandatory.
Okay.
Okay, that I'll explain. I will explain it in the today's class.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Yes. Nazim Chauhan. Yes, timings will be the same for the whole course. Yes, absolutely. The course timing does not changes. It will be from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. This is your course timing. Okay, fine. Let's start from, okay, I'll give you the, yeah, all these topics I want to discuss it in the today's class. I'll discuss it, guys. Just hardly, it won't require that much time also. It is not like a programming language. We don't require it anything. Okay. So let me, first of all, let us try to find out how much you know about Power BI. First, let me try with some of you guys. Anybody, guys? Tell me, what is Power BI? What is the Power BI? What do you know about Power BI, guys? And what for what purpose will use a Power BI? Anyone?
It is a visualization tool mostly used for reporting and creation of, representing data in the form of visuals.
Okay, so
It's simply drag and drop tool.
Okay, fine. You mean to say that it is a data visualization software, right? Software or a tool. Okay. Who developed it, first of all?
Microsoft.
Okay, it is from Microsoft. Fine, guys. Okay. So simple to say, guys, a Power BI is nothing but it's a tool or a software which is developed by Microsoft. For what purpose we use it? It is for data visualization. So you know what is meaning of a visualization? Visualization is nothing but we are converting the text data, whatever the textual data will be there. I want to convert that into a visual format. So what is the main role of, what is the main purpose of data visualization? What is data visualization? A data visualization is an effort or a process where we are trying to convert a raw data or a raw format data into, which is nothing but we are going to convert into a very beautiful visuals. We are going to convert it. Why? What is the reason? Why should I convert first of all? I'll show you some data sets, guys. Let me show you some data sets, small data sets. I'll show you a very small data set, not that much complex also. Let me show you some data sets here now. Like for example, I have a data set called as insurance.csv file was there. It's a data related to insurance. Like if we can see, there is some data was there. But basically we can't understand anything from here now. Just it is a data, somewhere around 1300 records are there. But if you want to analyze this data, if you want to understand the data, what type of analysis you can do? Like for example, let us say that there is an insurance company was there. Yes, maybe some people are saying that they can't hear me. Vincent, right? Just a minute once. Vincent, please relog in. Right. Yeah, guys, if anybody, if you get any audio issue, guys, please try to just, what you can do is relog in. In the case that any day, if you have any issues are there. Right. Let's continue. So we have a just simple example, guys. I have some genders, males and females are there. So I want to know how many male customers and how many female customers are there. Yes, I can do it very easily. It's a very small example, guys. I can find it off. How many males are there? How many females are there? Easily we can analyze it from the Excel sheets. But because sometimes it may be a complex analysis and things if you want to do, that is not that much easy to perform that. That means, why should I convert the data into a raw formatted into a visuals or nothing but to understand the data? Whether you say that, do you want to understand the data or do you want to analyze the data? Or even analyze, or we can say that interpretation. So I want to interpret the data, interpretation of data, guys. So whenever we have some data, if you want to understand or if you want to analyze the data, better to convert that into a visual format. We have to convert it. Better to convert into visuals. Why? Because visuals are very easy to interpret. Visuals are very easy to understand. And there is also one scientific reason is also there, guys. The scientific reason is your human brain, who is going to do all this process? The human brain can process, which is going to be process the visuals very faster. So brain is going to process the visuals almost 10 times faster than normal data, guys. So if you give the data to the, when you want to analyze the data, once if you look at the data and want to analyze, it may take 10 seconds of time, but convert into visual, you can do within just 1 second of time. So that's the reason also, if you can see in our real life also, if you take at the childhood, whenever you are at 2 years or 3 years age, so when you take a person, when take a small child who is at 2-3 years of time, 2 through 3 years of age, who can speak, so they can easily identify the colors. Colors they can identify very easily. And shapes also they can understand very easily. They can identify the shapes. They can't say what is the shape name, but once if you show the rectangle and if you ask it to fit it in a rectangle, they'll tell you what shape it is going to be. Because shapes, colors, these can be easily, they can be processed by the human brain 10 times faster than the numerical values. But it takes a little bit time to make him to learn the numbers and the digits, numbers and the alphabets, but because they will take a lot of time. But here the visuals, which is going to be shapes, colors, this can be easily, they can be processed. That's why the visualization is one of the main important task which we have to perform when you want to analyze the data. Normally, if you look at the data, you can't understand anything from the data. So what is meaning of interpretation? Interpretation means we want to understand some kind of a relationship between the variables. Or if you want to understand what are the trends, what is going to be the patterns. So all these can be, you can unrecognize them. We can't recognize them when you see with the data, but easily we can recognize when you go for the visual format. So data visualization is a skill, or what we can say that it is a technique where you want to convert our raw formatted data into visual format, because we want to find out the correlation, relationship between the variables, trends in the data, patterns in the data. You want to identify that. Mainly for what purpose? Mainly for business decisions. So the business person want to take a decision. There was a business. They want to take a decision. So whenever they want to take a decision, obviously they require some support, some data, which is going to be supporting their decision. I want to open a new outlet. Where to open the new outlet? So some kind of a decision. In that particular region, I have 4 places are there. So I collected some information from the 4 places. Like what locality it was there, what is the nearby, what is going to be the nearby landmark. So what could be the population of that, something, which type of students will be more, which type of people will be more stays in that region. So if I have that kind of a data, easily I can take the decisions very easily. So visually we can understand the data very fastly rather than using a number formats. That is the reason why we have to take a data visualization. So mainly for analyzing the data, and why should I analyze the data is nothing but mainly for what we can say that for supporting of business decisions. Okay, fine. Now coming to the thing. Can you do the data visualization apart from Power BI? Can you do in any other way? Yes, we can do it, guys. I'm not talking about Power BI. I'm talking about data visualization. Once again, data visualization is a technique where we are going to convert our raw formatted data into the visuals. Why? Because to understand or to analyze or interpret the data, where we can identify the relationships, trends, patterns, etc., to take some kind of a business decisions. Sorry, guys. Now, how to do this visualization? Look at this one, guys. How to do the visualization? If anybody having any questions, guys, please don't hesitate anything. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay. So don't hesitate, guys. We given the option to speak. You can, anyone can, starting from the first demo class, you are allowed to speak. In some demo classes, they don't allow to speak. Not only in the demo classes, in regular classes also, they don't allow to speak. But here we don't do like that. Anybody can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Okay. Fine. Now coming to the visualization, how to do this visualization, guys? There are 2 ways are there. One is by using coding, by using some kind of a coding, guys. So what is meaning of coding means? Generally coding means immediately you will come to know about that. Like, you know that you have to write some program, or we have to write some script, we have to write it. Yes, we have to write some coding. But how to write the coding? Yes. Yes, who is this? Yeah. Yeah, just
Yes,
give me
sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Actually, I have a doubt. What is the difference between BI and Power BI and data analyst?
No. Data analyst is a role, actually. See, data analyst is a role. So what is a data analyst is going to do? He is going to analyze the data and he has to give the insights to the whatever the customer or to the whatever the higher level people are there. To perform this data analyst, one of the skill that is required is nothing but data visualization. So data visualization is a skill which is used by a data analyst. Data analyst is a role. Okay. If you want to become a data analyst, you have to know about the one data visualization tool. Today, I'm going to tell you that particular concept also. Along with that, there are some other skills are there, which will help you to analyze the data. In that, one of the skill is going to be data visualization. For that, you are using the tool called as the Power BI. Understood?
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
I'll discuss about the roles also. Whatever the roles are there, I'll discuss about that. Okay. Yes, Vincent, do you have any question? You raised your hand.
No, clear, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
you, Vincent. Okay, fine. Right. Thank you. Right. Okay, let's continue, guys. So please wait for a couple of minutes. We'll understand it, but fine. If you have any questions, please, you can don't hesitate it. You can raise your questions. I'll explain them. Okay. Coming to the visualization, guys, there is going to be two types of visualization is there. First one is nothing but by coding. By coding means user has to write some code. So what is the main drawbacks here? It's not a drawback, we can say that. It's a kind of a limitation, guys. First one is we require some kind of need some expert, guys, need some expertise, isn't it? So we need some kind of an expertise in some kind of a programming language. Which languages we require, guys? Language means don't go to C, C++, Java. Whenever you want to do the data visualizations, you can use some languages like Python, R, etc. These are the languages what we can use it, guys. So if you want to do the data visualization by using some coding, you need some expertise. By using some languages like Python, R, etc. we require it, guys. And second thing is, being we are writing some coding and all these things, it is a time consuming. It is a time consuming. You guys require a little bit expertise is required and it takes some more time also. For example, when a client or when your manager asks you to create a report, you say that maybe I may take some 2 hours of time. Why? Because I'm writing with the help of a coding. So I have to customize it, write the code, test the code, verify that, debug it, etc., etc. We have to do that. So by coding means by using some languages like Python or etc. we can do it, guys, and need some expertise in these languages and some time consuming. The second one is GUI based. As somebody, when I asked it in the first whenever I asked it, so somebody said that it is a simple drag and drop. Absolutely. Graphical user interface. So in a graphical user interface, it is going to be drag and drop. Simple. Mostly we'll use the mouse. In coding, mostly we have to use the keyboard because from everything we have to write it with the help of the keyboard. GUI based means nothing but only with the help of your mouse. If you have the mouse, that is sufficient. Simple drag and drop option. So first advantage, no expertise is required, guys. That means I don't say that completely without having any knowledge, but without having much knowledge on that or a basic expertise is required. You need not to be an expertise in that. Just with a basic knowledge of data or a basic knowledge of reporting, that is sufficient, guys. You don't really require a much expertise on that. A basic knowledge is sufficient. It's sufficient, guys. You don't really require an expertise. Second thing is, takes very, very less time. For example, if you are taking 2 hours of time, it is going to take almost all 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient, guys. That's it. Almost all, if we can say 2 hours to 5 minutes of time. That means almost all 120 minutes, it is going to be comes to, which is going to be 15 minutes of time, it is going to comes. That's it. 10-15 minutes is sufficient, not more than that. So less time, within a very less time, without having much expertise or without having any much expertise is required, with a basic knowledge is sufficient, you can create this, we can perform this data visualization. That is the main difference between a coding and a GUI based. I'll show you, guys. I'll show you how to create a report in Python, how to create a report in GUI based. I'll show you the example. Okay, so before going to the next discussion, let us see about the history also, guys. how these data visualization tools came. So Power BI was not there starting from 2000, guys. It is there almost all from 2013. The Power BI came into the into the industry. Then before Power BI, what are the other tools are there? Okay, examples of GUI based tools, guys. Examples. We are having like whatever the tools we know that Power BI. Power BI is a GUI based tool. Okay, apart from that, we have the other competitors for Power BI is a Tableau. We are having something like an ClickSense. All these are going to be some of the GUI based data visualization tools. Don't think that only Power BI is the only tool. Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense. There are different types of whatever the GUI based tools are there. And those are going to be nothing but the coding based languages, Python, the R language. There are the languages. These are the tools or the softwares, what we call it as. Okay, let us discuss about the history, guys. That means how these data visualization tools came into the picture. So let us talk about the history means somewhere around first generation, guys. Let us say that before year 2000. I'll call it as before 2000, we'll call it as the first generation reporting tools. Before 2000, we used to have only one reporting tool we used to have it, guys. I don't know how many of you have heard about this. We used to have a language called as an crystal reports. So nowadays, whenever as part of the latest generation, guys, I was in the industry from the last 20 years. That means almost all from 2021, 2023, I was there in the industry. So at that time, I've seen a lot of languages. Nowadays, people are talking about what is Pascal, what is BASIC. At the time, we used to talk about those languages. There are a little bit old one, but nowadays old means C is the old language you are saying now. C++ is the old language. So it is saying that as of now, the latest trends are going to be like Java, .NET. We have these particular languages, Python, PHP. These are the latest generation. Even PHP is also, they kept it into the old generation reporting tools only, old generation languages. Okay, no worries. Before 2000, the first generation reporting tools are crystal reports. Now it has taken by the other companies. Then later it was acquired by, but initially it was developed by, I think it is created by Seagate. You know the Seagate, right? They will develop the hard disk and all these things. They created this. Then the second generation reporting tools has came, guys. I'll tell you why this second generation. What is the reason? See, whenever a new generation technology is coming means why? What is the reason for that? So at the 2000s, there is a concept that has been evolved that is nothing but introduction to business intelligence. So after 2000, so business intelligence came into the picture, guys. So whenever it worked with the business intelligence, report requirements have been dynamic changes has to be required. And they requires a lot of advanced reports are required. So introduced the BI. To support the BI, we have got the different types of reporting tools we got it, guys. Examples, I can say that Cognos. It was developed by a company called as a Cognos, but later it was acquired by IBM. Now it was acquired by IBM. We call it as IBM Cognos. Business objects. As I said that no, this crystal reports was taken over by business objects, BO, and now the BO was taken by SAP. Now it has become SAP BO and SAP crystal reports. And from Microsoft also, guys, we are having some tool called as SSRS used to be there, guys. Microsoft is also having a data visualization tool called as SSRS. Mainly why they came into the picture, it is due to the introduction of BI. The BI has been started. So people started using business intelligence tools and a huge volumes of data warehousing concepts, fact table, dimension tables. There is going to be data warehousing concepts has came into the picture, guys. So due to the introduction to these data warehousing concepts, fact tables, dimension tables, to support them, all these kind of a data visualization tools has came. As of now, from Microsoft, still now, we are having SSRS is there. Yes, I'll show you even that also, guys. I'll show you the difference between a coding and a GUI based, I'll show you. And as well as even I'll show you the difference between SSRS and the whatever the Power BI tool is there. Even SSRS is also from Microsoft. Then the third generation tool, guys. The third generation tools. Why this third generation tools has came, guys? This is, I can say, after 2000 year, guys. So third generation tools has came almost all after 2012 year. I remembered after 2012, the cloud computing came into the picture. There is mainly the main reason is cloud computing came into the picture. So being to support this cloud computing, we got all these tools, guys. So there, what happened, guys? In 2012, there was an introducer to cloud computing. So due to the introduction to cloud computing, all these clients has trying to move towards the cloud, and these tools are not supporting the cloud. So companies has came up with which is going to be connectivity to the cloud, support for cloud connectivities. Among that, most popular is Power BI, which is developed by Microsoft. And just now we discussed about Tableau. It was Tableau, guys. And third one is going to be which is going to be ClickSense. All these are going to be some of the tools which we can call it as the third generation reporting tools. This is how the evaluation has taken place, guys. If you look at the programming languages, guys. In programming languages, initially what languages we used to use, guys? Basic. There is a basic language used to be there. Pascal language used to be there. We are having a language called as Fortran. After that, we got the languages like C, C++. Then they have been they have been replaced by Java, .NET, isn't it? So how the programming languages has been evolved, same as it is. How the reporting tools has been evolved, guys. So Crystal reports initially. After that, to support the business intelligence, Cognos, business objects, SSRS from Microsoft. And after the introduction to the cloud computing or the cloud technology, so we have this Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, etc., etc. Then obviously you'll get a question, sir, when Microsoft is already having SSRS tool, then why the Power BI has came? One reason is, as I said, that mainly SSRS is mainly to design the reports and all these things based on the business intelligence architectures. But whereas whenever you want to support cloud architectures, SSRS does not that much supports. Just in a small point, I'll tell you guys. Whenever I want to create a report, first of all, we have to connect to our data. Without having a data, you cannot create the reports, or we cannot the visuals. So your SSRS can connect it to almost all somewhere around 15 different type of data sources like SQL Server, Oracle, Sybase, or it may be the Sbase, or it may be something like analysis services, or it may be MySQL database, hardly around 15 different types of connections. Power BI, guys, Power BI is now capable to connect with almost all somewhere around 200 plus connectivities. Observe the difference, guys. Observe the difference. Almost all it is going to be 12 to 13 times, almost all 15 times more than the whatever the SSRS can connect. So my report can be created only from 15 different type of sources. Whereas in Microsoft Power BI is now capable to connect with almost all somewhere around 200 plus different types of connectivities. In that there are some files are there are some database systems are there, or there are some kind of a cloud storages. So many are there, guys. So many different type of cloud storages, mostly. But second generation tools are not that much supportive for the cloud storages. Is there, but just a very limited. But here we are having almost all very, very huge support for the cloud supporting. Cloud architectures we can support it, guys. So they can connect with files, they can connect with database systems, they can connect with cloud. There are so many other sources we can have it. I'll show you the practically. So that is the first main difference we can talk about between the second generation and the third generation reporting tools. So this is one of the history about the data visualization, guys. So learning this tool or learning this Power BI is a very easy, guys. So daily, if you can spend 2 hours of time, I recommend is 2 hours of time, guys. In the 2 hours, 1 hour is for class, that is for our session, live session, guys. It's a live session only. We don't give any, that means it is not a recorded videos. So you can see some ads in the Google. Maybe once you start learning Power BI, you can see a lot of ads in the Google. You can attend them. But what they say is first 2 days, it is a live session. From then onwards, they'll say that it is going to be a recorded session. And what is the explanation? What they say is it is like a self-paced. You can learn at whatever the time at your convenient time. So really, if you want to learn this from a recorded videos, guys, go to Udemy. Go to Udemy. you will get a course at somewhere around 400 rupees. 400 rupees is a 400 to 500, guys. That is the cost of your course. If you want to really learn from the Udemy, go to Udemy and find Power BI. You will find thousands of courses you can find, which is a costing around, maybe sometimes even with discount, even you can get 350 also, you can get it. But there are recorded videos. Recorded videos, we cannot learn from the recorded videos. It is not possible to learn at all, guys. The explanation they says is it is self-paced. Whenever you find a convenient time, you can learn. You need not to come to these classes. You can just spend the 500 rupees, you'll get the course. Absolutely, you'll get the course. But you don't find the time to allocate to the joining to learn from the videos. Because videos are different, live classes are going to be different. Completely it is different. So every 1 hour, every day, 1 hour live recording, live session, guys, plus along with that 1 hour practice. 1 hour practice, guys. Hardly I'm saying that totally exactly 60 days of time. So 60 days is going to be 120 hours, guys. Just spend this 120 hours of time with a day, just daily 2 hours of time for 60 days. You can become a Power BI expert. Everything starting from the scratch, even if you don't have any idea about any programming languages, I can make you a Power BI expert. Learning is very, very easy. What is the reason here is it's a GUI based. Because we know that in GUI based, we don't write any code. We need not to write any program. We need not to write any scripting. But if you have a little bit knowledge of scripting, it will be a little bit advantage for you. Easily we can understand that. Okay. So, sorry. Daily spend 2 hours of time. 1 hour session. You attend the session promptly, guys, without missing anything, without missing any day. Even if you see, we cannot say that everyone cannot be dedicated their time. So maybe here and there, if you miss it also, don't worry, because we are going to give you the recorded videos. But these recorded videos, why you are giving it? Recorded videos means we are not giving the previous recording videos and asking to learn from the recording videos. Every day after the class, even today's class also, whatever the class I'm taking the demo, you will get the recorded video for that. So why do we give the recorded videos to you here is sometimes, see, it's a network issues will come, power failures. It can be any problem or may not be available on the day. So when you miss the class, it is not a classroom training. No, if it is a classroom training, you can go to the class next day and ask your batchmates, like what topics Vamsi has discussed yesterday. You can check it out. But here nobody knows about, you don't know anybody. Everybody is connecting remotely only. So that's why what has been happened. If you miss the class, we'll give you the recorded videos. Every day recorded video will be given through the Google Drive. Through the Google Drive, we'll give the recorded videos. We can review the class. So if you have any doubts, so today's class is happened. You didn't understood some topics. Review the class. Generally, in normal classroom trainings, what they will do after the class, sir, yesterday I didn't understood this concept. Can you explain? I can explain that. But this is not a classroom training notes. It is like a whenever you want to recap the discuss sessions or whenever you have any doubts, you can just recap the sessions and we can get it. So we'll give you all the recorded videos at a free of cost. We are not charging anything, guys. So some training institutes, what they will do is classroom training is somewhere around 5,000. And if you want to get the recorded videos, we have to pay another 4,000. Maybe it will cost you somewhere around 10, 15, 10, 11,000. It may be there. But here the total cost is 5,000, guys. It's a 5K Indian rupees. So just if you pay 5K Indian rupees, you'll get all the recorded videos, you'll get all the material stuff and all these things, MCQs, FAQs, materials, everything I'm going to give you guys. Okay. So just spend 120 hours of your time. So for 30 days of time, daily 2 hours, if you spend is sufficient. So you can become a Power BI expert. Very easy. Only 4 stages are there, guys. Just you have to learn 4 stages. First one is just I'm telling about what is the stage 1. Stage 1 says that we have to first import the data and transform the data. Import and transform, guys. Second stage is saying that we have to model it. Data modeling, we have to do that. We have to do the data modeling, we have to do, guys. Then stage 3. Stage 3 is going to be nothing but we have to create your visuals. You have to create the visuals. Stage 4, which is nothing but we have to, what we have to say, publish, or what we have to say that deploy the reports. Just only 4 stages. Only just 4 stages only, guys. Just if you learn these 4 stages or these 4 modules, you can become a Power BI expert. First, import and transform the data, do the data modeling, then create the visuals, and then publish or deploy the reports. That's it. These are the 4 stages, guys. Main important is the first 3 stages only. Last stage won't take that much time. Hardly it will take only just 4 days of time. This will take some 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, 15 days, like this it will take it. Not more than that. Okay. So total course duration is for 2 months, guys. Hardly it is going to be 2 months it will take it, including all the holidays, whatever it may be. Maybe just approximately, guys, 8 to hardly, it may be 8 to 9 weeks of time. Not more than that it will take in, guys. Just hardly 8 to 9 weeks. Just maybe 2 months, 2 plus, maybe extra 1 more week, depending on that. Otherwise, nothing will be there. Exactly 2 months is sufficient. Just exactly 45, 50 training sessions will be there, guys. If we just cover them, that is going to be sufficient with that. So that is about your this particular training program, guys. Next. It may be a placement support. Yeah, as I said that placement support will be there. Better to say that assistance will be there. Rather than the support, I'll say that assistance. So whatever you require, everything I'm going to provide it. So directly, we don't give any placements directly, but we have the placement assistance will be there. So to crack the interviews, how the interviews will be there. So to conduct those things, we are going to conduct all those things. If you are interested, we can also conduct some mock interviews also, we'll conduct it. And depending on your interest, okay, depending on the people who are interested, they can attend the mock interviews. So how the interviews will be there, we'll conduct it and we'll give you some kind of a feedback, like where you want to, where you are strong, where you are weak. So that kind of a mock interviews and MCQs, regular test assessments will be given. Some assignments we are going to conduct it. So all these things, whenever you want to clear an interviews, whatever the support is required, I'm going to give you. I will provide the required support, right? Right. Now, coming to this, one more discussion here is, guys, so like what type of roles requires this data visualization skill? Better to say that it's not like a Power BI. We are going to learn some data visualization skill, guys. So the first role is, obviously, there is some experts called as a report developers. There is a report developers or data visualization experts also, we can call them as, guys. Data visualization experts. Specifically, we are having Power BI developers will be there, or Power BI experts will be there, or a data visualization experts. So after completion of this course of Power BI, you can go as a report developer. So what is the role of the report developer? Just if you learn the reporting skill, that is sufficient. You don't require any other extra skills. So your role is very simple. Your clients, your managers will ask you the reports. So just you have to design the reports and you have to give the reports. That's it. Just we have a reports. This report developer will be there. Just give the reports and just whatever the reports they ask, just we have to deliver the reports. That's it. Apart from nothing is required. Second case is, there is some other roles are there. Along with this data visualization, we require some other skills are there. Like just somebody has asked me, like, sir, what is a data analyst, and which is nothing but the difference between a Power BI and a data analyst. Data analyst is a role. His responsibility is to analyze the data, and he has to give the insights to the managers, the business managers and the business experts. Report developer does not analyze the data. Whatever the managers ask the report, he will give the reports. What is the report analysis? He was not bothered about that. He wants some report, I'll give them. That's it. What is there in the report? What is the analysis in the report? I don't bother about that. But data analyst is not like that. He has to analyze the data and he has to understand the data. So, but to become a data analyst, not only the you require not only the data visualization skill, some knowledge of SQL, or maybe some knowledge of Python, or some knowledge of Power BI. This is going to be required, guys. So if you want to become a data analyst, or even if you want, we have to learn some ETL also, we have to learn about that. Then you can become a data analyst. I'll come back to that. After completion of the course, can we get any certification, or we can get the certificate? Yes, you will given a course completion certificate will be given, guys. Okay, Vincent, it is only course completion certificate will be given to you. So say that from DURGASOFT, we have completed the course. That's it. But it is not an evaluated certification saying that you have been passed the exam. That is not considered here now. Even if you take that also, they don't consider, because it is not like an a corporate level, or it is not going to be and industry standard, it's going to be academy, right? So that's why they don't accept it, even if we give it also. If you want, we are having a certification from Microsoft. So if you want, we can do a certification from the Microsoft is there, but you have to prepare well and we have to go for it, guys. It's going to be Power BI certification is there. Just a minute. It's going to be a Power BI certification is going to be there, guys. It is going to be what they call it as PL 300. Okay. So you have to complete that particular, what we can see. This is what we can say this, guys. This is going to be the test what we have to conduct. We have to attempt it and we have to clear this exam. So PL 300, it is going to be, I think they changed the number also now. They will change us, guys. Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst. You can take up this test. It is going to be add some weightage to your, resume, guys. So this is the one what we have to complete of it. Okay, fine. But from DURGASOFT, they will give you a course completion certificate will be given. Next, third one. Yes, yeah.
Sir, can we get any assistance from your end? Can we expect that completion of that Microsoft certificate?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever the course I've given you is going to be almost all. You can take some, before going to that, there is going to be some dummy test will be there. So there is going to be, you can take the test and you can attempt it. So see, whatever we are learning is same thing will be there. Whatever we follow is going to be the same thing. That is the level of that. You can also verify. See, I'll show you because too early to discuss about them. Within otherwise tomorrow's class, I'll just show you like what concepts we have to learn to clear the this particular certification and what is our course curriculum. I'll compare them and I'll show you the differences.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Right. Okay. The third one is like data engineers. So nowadays everyone has to learn, guys. The data visualization has become a common skill. It's not only by a report developer, only data analyst can require. Everyone, almost all, whoever wants to analyze their data, they have to require them. But some people requires a higher level, some people requires a basic level is sufficient. Data engineering. So data engineering people also requires SQL plus Python, plus they also require Power BI, they require ETL tools, plus along with that, they also require some kind of a cloud, along with that, some kind of a big data. All these things they have to learn, guys, to become a data engineering. So data engineering courses contain SQL, Python, Power BI, data visualization, ETL, one cloud system, cloud computing, big data systems, etc., etc. And even myself is a data science expert. So I am a data science expert. Yes, I also uses the data visualization. But mostly my data visualization is on by using coding, but not by using the tools. Mostly I do it by using scripting languages only. Here also they require some SQL, some Python is required, some Power BI, and maybe all these are not required. But they works on ML, they requires on AI, and they require something like NLP, deep learning. So these are some of the things they have to learn. So almost all, whatever the role is there, you can see that the Power BI is going to be some kind of what we can see some of the tool. It's maybe not Power BI, guys. It may be any data visualization tool you require. It may be a Tableau, or it may be a Tableau, or it may be a Tableau, whatever it may be. But then why we have to learn Power BI rather than Tableau? Why? Because this Power BI is a little bit what we can say low cost product, guys. With a high productivity, but it is going to be like a low cost product. But whereas an Tableau is like a premium product, guys. Like it is like buying like Power BI is like buying a Maruti Swift, and whereas whenever it's a Tableau is like buying a the BMW. It's like a premium product, guys, which is generally used by many of the premium companies. But how many premium companies will be there, isn't it? But as part of the industry standards, there are so many mid-level, small level, and which is going to be multinational companies are there. But multinational companies are very limited. Mid-level, low, the small level, there are some huge companies will be there. So depending on as part of the scale or depending on the implementation level, they use as a different tools they will use as. Whereas I can say that Power BI is for a little bit mid-segment and a lower segment companies. Whereas this Tableau, there is a premium product. So mostly multinational companies, those are going to be used as the Tableau products they will use as. But not only that, yeah, I'll take the question, Subramaniam. So not only that, everyone nowadays, everyone, not only the people who works on these skills, everyone, even some kind of like the people like who are working as a chartered accountants or who are going to be the chartered accountant, they're also using the data visualization. But generally they use us mostly with Excel sheet. They will run Excel sheet. They will do that. They don't use us Power BI because Power BI is again a software tool. So the maximum depend only on Excel software, those kind of things, what they will use us. But these are the different skills or different roles that requires almost all the data visualization skill. Whether you do it by using Python, whether you do it by using something like a Power BI, or whether you do it by using Tableau, does not matters. It is a skill that is required by almost all every expert in the industry, guys. So that is the reason nowadays everyone is learning Power BI. Maybe some people will learn basic level Power BI, some people intermediate level, some people at the extreme level, high level Power BI, they want to implement it. So depending on their role, depending on the requirement, so different people learn for a different levels. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is about the today's session. I want to take it almost till 10:30. No worries. Just let us end up the session for today. But before ending the session, I'll take up the questions, guys. 5-10 minutes, I can take the questions. Yes, Subramaniam. Yeah, you raise your question.
Yeah, actually, currently I'm working as a domain consultant, SME.
Okay.
So how far the Power BI is useful for my role?
Yeah, can you repeat it? Are you saying that?
Yeah, how best the Power BI tool can be used in my
Obviously.
professional?
Yeah. So because you are working on as domain expert, so basically whenever obviously whenever maybe, so obviously you have to work with a lot of presentations and all these things you have to work. For every presentation, you may not be required a Power BI, but whenever there is a data was there, whenever you want to show some insight from the past data, this is the data previously, this is a project what we have worked, this is the time how much we have been taken, or whatever the data you want to show it to your clients or to your senior people. I don't think so higher level Power BI is required, just a basic level Power BI, just like how to import the data, how to transform the data, how to visualize the data modeling and all this higher level, it may not be required because you may not be having that much exposure to work with the data.
Yeah, and my second question was, can we do any automation using the Power BI? Because of
Automation means to say.
many of the clients that they're working on the big data, so they're asking for the how best we can do some automation, and what are the percentage of automation
Yes.
can be included in the project.
So
That
can
type of
you
question.
if you don't mind, can you tell me like what are the things you want to automate them?
Actually, I'm a real upstream oil and gas domain consultant, SME and TCS. So generally, our clients are when I was working as an RFP process. Okay, so in that the clients asking me for that give the proposal for the automation for the entire project.
Okay.
So
But
using Power BI, can we do any automation or anything else
no.
to do?
Automation means, see, again, the I didn't get any complete idea about your project. Basically, see, reporting level, you can automate it. Okay, reading the data, that means loading the data can be automated, and the visualizations can be delivered to the clients in an automated way, because the scope of their Power BI is only to work with the reporting. So up to the reporting level, they can automate the things, but remaining things cannot be automated, right? Okay, so for example, there is a live streaming data was there. So it can read the data from the live streaming data, that can automate it, but streaming data cannot be automated with the help of the Power BI. That you have to do it at the ETL level or the data engineering level, you have to do that.
Yeah, got
okay.
it.
Fine. Right. Yes. Yes, Vishnu, till what level I can expect training will be on the expert level? Expert level, 100% it is at the expert level only. So maximum as a Power BI in industry, whatever the skills you require, I will explain you all the particular skills. Okay. Remaining levels, it depends on your requirement also, but I'll teach you up to the expert level, all the DAX functionalities, deployment, publishing, I'll explain them. It depends on your requirement, how much level you require, that you can take up the things, remaining you can ignore it. Okay. Yes. Somebody?
Yeah, sir, in the online page of the DURGASOFT, they mentioned that there is some prerequisite knowledge required for this course, like SQL Server knowledge and SSSR knowledge. So is it compulsory, sir?
No, it's not mandatory. As I said that, no, it is not mandatory. But if you have a little bit knowledge, that will be, see, why you require reporting, what is the reason for requirement of reporting, all these things you can understand whenever you have the little bit knowledge about that. But that is not a mandatory prerequisites. It is just only optional, only it is going to be there.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have another question.
Yes,
Will SSR as topics come here, sir, in this?
I will cover it, but there is an old generation tool, right? So I will explain this only for comparison between the old generation tools and the Power BI, the latest generation. Only for comparison purpose only I'll show you. But you may not be knowing about all the internals about that. All the complete implementation we don't learn. But how do you do the reporting in the previous generation reporting tools and how we are doing in the latest generation reporting tools? Only those things only will compare it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, fine. Yes, Narsimha.
Sir.
Yeah, yes.
Uh,
Nazim, yes.
The timing will be the same.
Timing will be the same, 9:30 to 10:30.
Still, because it's office time.
Yeah, then please wait for some time. Otherwise, there is a batches will regular. Recently, we started 8 a.m. batch. We started. This is 9:30.
I'm waiting since 2 months. I got this
because
message.
morning 8 o'clock we started recently. You're looking for morning batch or evening batch?
Sir, whatever. After 6, after 7.
Then you have to wait. Then maybe another 10 days we'll start a new batch.
Within 10 days?
Within 10 days. Because every 10-15 days we'll start a new batch. Recently we started 8 a.m. batch. Recently.
How many days passed?
It's already 20 days past. 20 days.
Okay, 22 days.
And this one is next batch 9:30. Maybe next batch will be there soon within maybe a 15-20 days. Maybe in the evening we'll start the sessions. We'll start it.
Because 7 to 8, I have another batch of Oracle in the evening.
Okay. Maybe 8:30 or something like that. Even 9:30 batch
sir,
also we have
no
it.
issues.
But it started
No
already.
issues.
Data visualization we started recently only. It's a 1 month, but 1.5 month back already started.
I'll try to join this batch and I'll take.
Okay.
If I face any problems, I'll discuss with you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'll discuss with you and change the time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Any else, guys? Anyone? Any questions?
Vamsi, yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there any software required to install?
Yes, absolutely. Power BI.
Okay.
You require Power BI, right? Are you using Windows system or a Mac system?
No, Windows only.
Windows is compatible. Mac is not compatible. So Windows system, you can just download free software.
Okay, free software only.
It's a free software. It's a free software.
Okay. And also, Vamsi, after we finish this training, say for example, how many years that we can show on a resume?
Yep. It depends on your expert level also. Main important is your expert level. See how much expertise you have learned. But as of my explanation and all these things, I can say that you can put an experience up to 3 to 4 years experience on Power BI.
Okay. If we put 3 to 4 years, what will be the expectation of CTCs?
CTCs, we can't say like that. It depends on the company. It depends on your previous experience. A lot of things are going to be matters with that. So we cannot justify based on that. It depends on the companies, like which company you are joining and how much expertise you are showing and how much expertise you shown in the interview. So a lot of other things also is going to be there. Mainly your experience and expertise and companies also matters. So we can't say that how much it is going to be, but as of the companies, as of the latest, whatever it is there, Power BI at a small level. That means if you have 1-2 years of experience, they are paying a little bit less compared with the other technologies. But whenever it is compared with a higher level experience, like if you have 4-5 years of experience you have, and even if your experience, total experience is 10 years, for example, you are showing experience on 4 years on that. So they'll consider all the 10 years of experience also, they'll consider that. So it is almost all competent with the other technologies. Like in other technologies, I don't say that they will pay double the current salaries, but almost all it is competent with the other technologies as part of the current expertise what you have.
Because currently I'm having around 11 years of experience.
Okay.
And my project is on mainframes basically.
Okay.
But now this not the problem, but what we're thinking is change of technology. Actually, we would like to go somewhere else. So, and doing some R&D, I came to know that Power BI is easy to learn. I mean, there are other tools as well, but Microsoft is something which is majorly,
obviously,
is implemented. So, when we learn this Power BI, that the packages also matters for us because we are at a certain level, and then once we are done, they say that no, this particular technology or tool will not pay you more than this, something like that. So, just wanted to have a clarity.
I can answer it because you see, you're already in the industry with 11 years of experience. So how the companies will hire the candidates, you are aware about that. See, you are saying that I have an experience of 3 years of experience on total. Let us say that you're saying the 11 years of experience I'm having. In that, let us say that somewhere around 8 years I am on some mainframes, and 3 years is on my Power BI. Then what is your company's expectation? So you are showing the expertise only on Power BI. Obviously, the company does not require your mainframe experience. They don't require it. They require only the Power BI experience. Then what the companies will do is, instead of hiring this guy who is having 11 years of experience, where my past experience is not required for me, why should I pay? Your package is some, let us say 20 lakhs is there. I cannot pay 20 lakhs for that. If I hire a 3 years person, I can pay 11 lakhs or 12 lakhs. I can hire the person. So as you know that, as you are highly experienced, so I suggest saying that don't go only for Power BI, because you know the industry requirement only for Power BI, they don't hire it now. So learn some other skills also, add some cloud computing. So if you add the cloud computing, now cloud computing plus Power BI plus some other ETL, some extra tools, you don't have to be an expert in that. But if you show some expertise in other 3 or 4 tools are there, then obviously as part of your previous experience and whatever this experience, they will consider, and they'll pay you as part of the according to the standards based on your current earning salary only they will pay.
Yeah, thank you, Vamsi, for that insight. But in that case, this Microsoft suite is there, right? Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power BI. These three falls under Microsoft.
Absolutely. Now they have, see, now they are everything. They are making Microsoft, the tools are very easy to learn, but they are damaging the industry. So now they have got it with the help of what they are saying now. Everything we have got it by using this. What we are saying is, just a minute. What they are saying is everything we are bringing it to, which is going to be one common platform. They said that. So they got it, the Microsoft Fabric, they got it now. So almost a lot of tools has been came into the Microsoft Fabric now. See how many options, how many features they have got it now. Isn't it? So the things are becoming, Microsoft is making the things more complicated for the developers, convenient to the client. But to the programmer, to the working people, it is becoming very tough for them. But because they're adding a lot of tools. Now what the companies are asking, so we want Microsoft Fabric expert. Microsoft Fabric means we have to learn Power BI, we have to learn a lot of other tools we are having. So, the Synapse or something we have to learn. We got data lakes and all these things. They brought it and they are saying that we are putting all these things into one common platform, what we can see. See how many options they have been brought it here now. Isn't it? So on like the one lake storages they have been brought here. So it depends on that. Industry is also changing. So according to the industry, we have to change it basically.
But do you think that learning Power Automate, Power Apps, and
is
then
not
Power
sufficient? Is not sufficient. That's what I'm saying. According to your experience. If the same question, if anybody asks me with 2 years of experience, I say it is sufficient.
Yes, Vamsi.
You got the difference, right? I think you understood.
I understand. Yeah. Because I thought putting full effort in this 120 hours, and then we'll practice definitely rigorously as compared to fresher, and then we can show that at least 6 years of experience, and then we can get a package what you mentioned earlier. So I thought that is it possible or not? Now you mentioned. That higher package requires a lot of skills to be shown actually.
Companies are also looking for cost cutting and everything, so they consider the people. So, and one more thing, who is having a experience on Power BI, they don't do any development part.
Yeah, only provide reports, correct.
Only the designing of reports, the creating of data models, they will concentrate only on the admin level applications only they will work. They don't, but they will, that, right? Once you become a senior level, Not only this, you have to manage other things also in the project level or other teams also. We have to manage multiple skill set, multiple domains. We have to work with them.
Right now, I'm not developing at all. I'm
Okay.
just handling the managing part.
Obviously, yeah. Then that
Delivery
is
and
sufficient.
management.
I think you now you have the managerial skills, like so they'll consider the managerial skills. Not even you don't want to learn all the Power BI. Then just if you know how to manage a Power BI project, that is sufficient.
Yeah, will that be covered?
That yeah, we'll cover it. But
Okay.
industry level, so that means depending on different levels. See, we mainly concentrates on Power BI, how to develop the reports and all these things. But in real time, how the different integrations can take place, where you can integrate it. So somebody is facing some issues in some other some domain level or some kind of an project level. So how to convert, how to integrate that with the Power BI. If we can show that kind of a skills, then obviously you will be you can get some what you expect.
And if the situation demands, I should be able to put my hands on and then develop a report.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
but that situation may not come because you are saying that already you are at the managerial level.
No, situation has come.
Okay.
Two of the employees, they were on sick actually, and then we have to deliver.
That is a different situation, right? So intentionally you are not working, but it's a reason for it, because there are sick. You have to got the opportunity to get work. Some other training. That's why what you have to do is, as you are a manager level, train one of your team member with Power BI and put it as a backup for them if in the case of
Vamsi, and also these days, it's very difficult to stay long in managerial skills. You will be the first target actually.
Yeah.
So remaining in technical is more good actually going forward. So you are better call yourself as a technical guy than a managerial guy.
But the
that is also one reason to choose.
But the reason is also see, obviously companies always looks at the managerial level, because they can hire the people who can develop the things, but how to manage the things, that is, they don't know how to make the budgeting, all these things. The developers does not knows about that, right? So
definitely. But developers are actually considered more valued than management.
I don't know. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Let us go ahead.
Vamsi, sorry, I have one question. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
So Vamsi, I have almost 5 years of experience in testing.
Okay.
And I joined, like, I was getting bored. So I want to change my domain, like I want to move into Power BI and data analytics.
Yeah.
So how this course will be going to help me? Like if I show 3 years of experience in Power BI and 2 years in testing.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. That is fine. But again, the same answers to you, the same as I answered the previous one. Don't learn only Power BI because you are showing some 5 years of experience, right? And that too, the testing experience is no need for the company. See, the company may not utilize your testing experience. So they'll take only the Power BI experience, only they'll take it. So again, 3 years experience you are showing. Instead of hiring a 5 years person, let us go for a 2 years, 3 years of experience person. So learn some other. I generally recommend here is when you are showing 5 or more than 5 years of experience, better to learn Power BI. Along with that, at least some basic cloud knowledge, cloud technology is also better to learn.
No, actually, I have done that certification for the AWS Cloud Practitioner and Architecture.
Then that is fine. That is fine then. So then add both of the skills and then try to integrate with. But better, my suggestion here is, because this is from Microsoft, it is better to have a Microsoft Azure certification.
Okay.
Because this is a Microsoft product, right? So maximum they will try to integrate most of the things with the Microsoft Azure. So if you can learn Microsoft Azure, that will be a little bit added advantage for you now.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Narayan. Yeah. Yes. Anyone else? If you have any questions.
This is Ambika.
Yeah, Ambika. Yeah.
This is for my brother. So he has done second PC. He's doing BC on data science, online degree. So apparently he wants to work on something. So I wanted to choose Power BI for him. So this would be sufficient for him.
Sufficient. Yeah, sufficient. Basic, even because I was a data science expert, no. So as a data science expert, I can say data visualization skill is required, but mostly they'll do it with the help of Python or some R languages they use mostly. Okay. But to do it in a convenient way, okay, fine. This Power BI is the best option instead of going for Tableau or something like that.
Okay. how is the work opportunity? I mean, does he need to wait till he completes the degree, or he can start now only? The moment he completes
no, he's doing BCA, right? He's doing BCA.
Yeah,
he has to complete his bachelor's, right?
Okay.
He has to complete because companies won't hire them without the bachelor's.
Okay.
They can he can work like a freelancer till he can complete off. But if you really want to work for a company, better to complete his bachelor's first of all.
Okay.
Venkatesh, do we get the second demo link for tomorrow's?
Same link it will be there. Okay. Yeah, fine, guys. So thanks all of you guys. Any more questions, guys? Anyone? Okay. So that's it for today's class, guys. So tomorrow we'll meet at the same time, 9:30. I'll join a little bit 5-10 minutes late. Nothing is there. I'll start a little bit 5-10 minutes because people will join. Regular classes will generally within 9:35 or something like that. I'll start. I'll wind up by 10:30. So demo classes, right? So a little bit 10 minutes I'll be joining. Please join with the same link tomorrow, guys. Another 2 classes I'll take it demo tomorrow. A little bit of scripting, how the scripting languages will be used and how the Power BI tool will be used, how to design the reports, what are the different stages are there. I just little bit explain from the tomorrow's class, and then day after tomorrow installation, setting up the environment. I can start with the practicals, guys. Thanks all of you for today attending for the demo, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys. Thanks all of you guys.
Thanks, Rashmi.
Thanks all of you guys. Right.